This episode is brought to you by Now Change Entertainment.
Why you always a worry about Shelly Curran Teatime? And that me I say, go fret about your dirty problem.
Welcome to Tea Time episode 23. Yes, my loves, Auntie Shelly's back after being under attack. But we'll get to that shortly. Yes, right now we want to talk about how Auntie Shelly looks so good. Yes, I want to big up my stylist. It's 7'6" King, Makeup King. Ray. Yes, Chad. And I want to give a shout out to Gigi Closet for the Barbie look. And of course, Auntie Shelly, I don't know which rich man, but somebody bought these BCBG pink shoes. And whoever you are, I cannot remember, big up you. Because, yes, big up the rich man them. Yes, Auntie Shelly love you know. We want to keep sending Auntie Shelly Zell because we have to look good for you. All right, some loves. Auntie Shelly been under serious attack this week. Yes, it's like everybody here say the hot cup of tea is right here, right? So we're going to kick off with a little preview of what happened last week where Ramesh, yes, big bad, big belly Ramesh, I'm a friend still. Yes, him belly big, but he rich, so we love him. So he had a few words for Auntie Shelly when she gave her opinion on Valiant's dress at Sunfest. Now, play the Tef Nation video.
This is what Ramesh had to say to Shelly Ann Curran. Shelly, you play a major role in my Ramesh wear brand. Back when you worked at Digicel and you're a good person, do not lose yourself for clout because Valiant is the hottest artist out now. Like you want attention for your show. Better than that, Shelly. By the way, he's wearing Ramesh wear and you are maybe the only person that didn't like his outfit. Better than that, man. But since you want attention, see it here. Shelly Ann Curran replying to Ramesh stated, at Ramesh Entertainment, if you watch the show, you would see I gave him top 3 in performance. Nothing against him. I like his song. I did not like the suit. Sorry if it's the Ramesh wear, but it didn't fit him. But Ramesh once again replying to Shelly Ann Curran stated, now go watch your show because you focus on negative more than positive. You move like your newspaper, but no worry, time will tell. Just a little friendly exchange of words between the two.
So I'm glad he remembers who boss him when I was at Digicel. At least him have remembrance. But anyway, Ramesh, big up you. Big up all the good things that you're doing over Ramesh Entertainment. Remember, I'm just a journalist, so me just give the news. Nothing personal. All right. So the second attack for the week. Jesus. Can I get a Jesus? Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to put up the picture of my ex-friend, Andre Stevens. Yes, my love. It has come down to an ex-friend. But I want you to understand this, that Auntie Shelly will not be launching any attack on Andre. Auntie Shelly do not attack people who are mentally unstable. I am going to wish him a journey of healing and hope he gets back into his right mind. But Andre, we will never, ever go back to where we were. Make I give you a little example of what the madness that I have been dealing with Andre. Yes, producer, I'm going to put up the posts, one of the many posts and text messages that I was getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock. Now, I want to tell my tea timers, I'm not launching any attack on Andre, just to show you what mental illness can do. Well, this is one of them that I got. It's put up the post, my producer. Tell Jamaica did get the contract to destroy the poor people voice and mash up Partner Draw TV. Mash up Partner Draw TV? Wanna put up the aliens there, right? That's all. Right. Shelly, we believe you were sent from we see you with the delusional man in your green. Producer, I believe him talking about L.A. Lewis when me did put up the green dress. Put up that picture. And you were an agent sent to gather all the tea. No, Shelly, God never allow you to destroy me or the classroom. We believe based on several research, Jesus, done from time until now, you were sent to cripple me close to elections. No, Sister Nancy, that tea would not a chance to spill. Watch here now. This is where it gets really wild. All those images of me naked in halfway tree eating from garbage bin. What kind of picture them love? Jesus. Running from the shadows and wrestling with the birds is not yours to tell. I want to tell Andre, say, me not have them type of pictures here. We not spill them kind of tea over here, some love. So because my mother told me to wake up and write, she told, find the Jezebel, that is where I went through all your photos and the kiss was your blueprint. Here is what me I gonna name you. Shame for your disloyalty. Why? I have no words. Andre, I'm not hired by anyone to cripple you, my love. This has been one of the most horrible experiences to actually love and support someone that would actually turn on you in the way you did, or you have, or you're still not sure. I don't want any apology from you after this. I understand you are not well, you suffer from a mental illness, and I'm not going to beat you up. You have done enough damage to your brand, not me. No track record of me ever saying anything bad about Andre Stevens. So you lost a loyal friend, and you can campaign from thy kingdom come. I only hope when you do campaign, you find your right mind, because I'm in a place where I want to be mad, I want to be angry, but it's sad to see that you are your own enemy. Tea timers, pray for Andre while he finds his mind and his peace. Amen. Amen for him. So, since we're done with that, because nobody has got to stop Auntie Shelly, we have our mission and we have our bubbling tea to continue.
Right. The hot tea. Like every day you want to listen, Shelly Curran every day, yeah?
All right. So now officially our bubbling tea section. All right. So to my diaspora and all my fans across the globe. Yes, because we're a global show. Andrew Holiness has declared election will be called before or by February 2024. Yes, so election is in high pitch gear. Yes, my love. And guess who run out? Quick, pan TikTok. Wanna know who run out pan TikTok? No, he's not a boy. He's a Dr. Michelle Charles. Yes, my love. Yes. Play the TikTok where Miss Charles went on and was stuffing an orange rag underneath a lady's frock. Yes, she said, it's orange have to hide now. So election I go call.
This have to hide now. Can't worry about that now. It have to hide now, not true? How will it right? Alright.
Mrs. Charles or Miss, me not even know. But, boy, them drag you left and drag you right. And me not go be, cause me late pan the dragging now, so me not drag you no further. But you've been really bordering this, this politician for likes and views. I really hope, as a woman, you really do not endorse the foolishness of divisiveness on colors, right? It starts from these TikToking and not serving constituents that you serve. Yes, it's a disgrace. Andrew say, I'm going to fix all of these things in his, but I don't know if Andrew going to really do this. We will see. Another thing that is up in the news, Integrity Commission has 6 people under investigation for enrichment. What it name? Enrichment of what? Them pockets. Yes. All right, may I break it down for you. The Integrity Commission has 6 parliamentarians who they suspect are literally stealing taxpayers' money. Anybody can tell me who them think is one of the 6?
Andrew!
Jesus!
Your wife!
Jesus!
Nigel!
Nigel name. Jesus, allegedly. Jesus. All right. Remember, Shelly don't want no more lawsuits. So we now go touch this. But,
Jesus!
yes, we are going to play the video from Wayne Lumsum, who has 5 names that he says is on this list. Jesus, we're going to roll the video there.
The 6 people, the 6 politician, member of parliament, the government member, them, but they might investigate. You know, I'm going to 5 out of it. Just say, give me 5. I'm going to 5. Eh? You know, I'm going to 5. All right. So, it's alleged the whole 5. You know what 5? You know what 5? So, Andrew Onis, his wife, Warmington, Vaz, and Agintai. I'm going to 5 out of the 6 required. 5 of them. Yeah? 5 of them. A matter of fact, them should have come out with it long time.
Jesus. Who say Andrew Holness and his wife did that? Well, this is all allegedly. But let us see if this comes out, because it's not look good for Jamaica, my love. Yes. All right. On to election and, of course, government business. And of course, we love the entertainment business too. So, Popcorn and Shano was in St. James recently campaigning or giving their voices. What's your name? Nikisha Burchell. Boy. Yes, Nikisha look like her money up because Popcorn. But don't listen to Auntie Shelly. Here's the video. Yes. So Popcorn, I say we say family, so it look like St. James I get heated in the election. All right, we have to go on through to what's this popping again. Another news. Dr. Campbell, that is Dr. Day, another doctor. This I want a Dr. Dayton Campbell. Yes, he came on Teatime, big him up. Yes, but poor Dayton, him under 2 or could be 3 lawsuits. Yes, right. If you never know, Dr. Dayton Campbell went on a political platform to say that allegedly Darrell Vaz and the other one named James Robertson was in some conspiracy. Jesus, I not even want to say it, to get rid of Andrew Holiness. Yes. Yes. We have to left that. But we just report what is in the news because we are journalists. Yes, so him get slapped with lawsuit. But only thing about this is that in 2015, I'm gonna bring up 2015. Yes. The Gleaner actually reported this as such. And I say nothing. That are rich people business. But we just tell you what's going on in the political world. All right. This next trending topic in our bubbling tea, Jesus, is an unfortunate incident. No jokes. Brittany Goff. For those who do not know who Brittany Goff is, she's a trending YouTuber, recently even been gifted by Nicki Minaj. So she's very popular, very popular.
Right. The hot tea. Like every day you want to listen, Shelly Curran every day, yeah?
So Brittany Goff, a YouTuber, went out to a party. We have the footage and we're going to blur out the violence part of it. So Brittany was a host at a Mobe function, correct?
Yeah, right.
And I think by the looks of it and by her own admittance on, she said she was drinking some expensive tequila. And she does look like she was under the influence of something. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not there. I don't give her blood tests. But the man that she accosted, a DJ, I can't agree with the amount of thumps I saw you give a woman.
Where is our fans? No one was there for her. Where is everybody? No one was there.
All right, my audience wants to know where her team was.
Where was our fans? Where was our friends?
Where?
Nobody.
Nobody was around her. She don't have nobody.
Not
She
saying
don't
that
have
she's
nobody helping
right.
her.
Not
Bye.
saying she's right, but nobody came to her rescue. And that's not right.
How many people are stay?
Brittany get enough money from Nicki Minaj, she could have buy a car, she could have do this. What is that?
Jesus. I don't know where her friends, I don't know if she trusts anybody. All I can say is, men, this is another type of being mentally not in your right mind, whether it's by alcohol, whether it is mental illness. We have to show more compassion for people acting out. Men, do not use your strength that God gave you to overpower a woman. Why? May I have to talk? There are two things that happen in here that I am it's very close to my heart. Domestic violence of any kind any violence against women. Your strength could allow you to hold her and restrain her without thumping her.
True.
I can't see through it. But we have a guest that will address some of these things, these stigmas, and some awareness that will be on the show. So we're going to play the video and we're going to have a discussion about it, because we need to raise the bar about people and mental illness or drunk, out of your mind, and have a different approach in how we care and look after them. Brittany, brush yourself off. But you need to evaluate your surroundings, whether it's the amount of drinks you have or you travel with people that knows how to care for you. Yes. Right. All right. Before we leave now, a little, Lord Jesus, I can't leave without getting a little bagger. RT Boss versus ONEIL. Jesus. I don't know. It's fiery. So ONEIL is a new YouTube TikToker. How you describe ONEIL?
Just a come.
It just come ONEIL, right? So this story is so mixed up. I hope I can't follow. So ONEIL was friends with Beauty Bling. My friend Blinger, yes. And then he was friends with RT. And then the friendship end. Then all of a sudden, story I tell all about. ONEIL has promised to bring down everybody. All Auntie Shelly name a call. Jesus, too much pasa. So much now, ONEIL is declaring 40 days and 40 nights of bring down. Jesus.
It's strong.
It sounds strong. But one thing I would say to ONEIL, if you are going to bring down, just bring down with the facts or whatever is presented, because you play some voice notes saying RT Boss is your boyfriend. Jesus Christ. Yes. But RT Boss have the original video of him talking to a woman. Play the video so we can hear what the conversation, and then play the video that ONEIL has stated. And it's not this, it's definitely some splicing is going on here. But yes, make we reach to the video.
Me send you 10,000. I just done the because them scandal negative energy they no good for my career. So delete them things. Remember me have a wife. You can't put them something out there.
Like, really? Really? That's what you're gonna say? So, what about the baby?
Want you the $10,000 one, make I go back on it.
I'm not gonna cause a scandal and excitement. I'm just send you 10 grand.
We have conversation at party, they have party night, so I'm not going to post everything.
Me send you 10,000. I just done the because them scandal negative energy they no good for my career.
So-
yeah, that's a one, this too healthy.
Yes. This pass, Auntie Shelly no really not this bangarang, but I have to say, ONEIL, there's one thing about the two videos. Wanna hear what was in the videos? Because the two videos had one thing that was similar. One thing. That was that RT offered you, ONEIL, 10,000 US dollars to keep some secret quiet. You are going to tell me, ONEIL, we have big $20, you never take $10,000 from RT boss? This not sound right.
This no see you.
This not sound right, ONEIL. My verdict is that this video was spliced. We're going to move on. Yes, and now we are going into our tea time section.
Right. The hot tea. Like every day you want to listen, Shelly Curran every day, yeah?
Before I get into the tea time section with one of our guests, I would just like to big up my manager, Danielle from Not Change Entertainment, who is also a co-producer of Teatime. Big up yourself, Not Change. Big him up for me. Yes! Yes, because I'm not the only one of them have rich boss. My boss, money enough. Yes, but that's a different thing. We are on to. Now, I want to welcome a very special guest, King Cardo, who has racked up 25 million views on one Twitter tweet. Yes, he's a viral king. King Cardo, welcome to Tea Time.
Thanks for having me, Auntie Shelly.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Tell me, how do you get the name King Cardo?
The name King Cardo, my first name is Ricardo, so I take Cardo and then I changed the I from King and added X, and that's how it became King Cardo.
Okay, I thought it had to do with Cardi B because you seem to be a huge fan.
I am a huge fan of Cardi B. I love her so much. I've always been posting with her, always been going viral. So the last post I made on Twitter, it went 25 million views and made all news source in America, in the newspaper, on Google, it's all over.
How does somebody from Jamaica get so much views?
All right, on my Twitter account, I always use my hashtag, her hashtag and stuff. Since I started posting Cardi B, all the Bardi gang always been following me, always been supporting me, and that's how they share it, they retweet, they comment, they always repost with quotes and stuff, and that's how my tweet get out and go viral.
So tell me something more about you other than being a viral king. You're also, because remember your tweets now draw me to you, and Missy say you're a viral person. Then I realize you're actually a singer.
Yes, I am a dancehall recording artist.
Tell me more about
I have 3 singles out there. I started doing music at the age of 21, and it's been going good for me and stuff. I started off as a promoter, promoting parties and stuff, and then I actually changed over to doing music.
So how was the changeover?
The changeover is good. The first single that I did, I reached out to Chanel Muir when she put out 3D, and I reached out to her and I asked her if I could do the remix, and she linked Papidan Music and asked him if I can get the go-ahead to do the remix, and he gave me the go-ahead, and I went and I did the remix and stuff and put it out there. Since the remix has been out, it's been doing good, and that's how my fans get to know my real talent and stuff.
Let me stop and big up Chanel Muir, because it's not every artist would support somebody who is not known.
No.
And big up Papidan Music. Papidan, anyway you're there, big up yourself for supporting King Cardo.
Yeah, man, big up Chanel Muir, big up Papidan. I really look up to Chanel Muir, because if it wasn't she, I wouldn't be right here right now to get the go-ahead from Papidan to showcase my talent that I have. And yeah, man, enough respect to them.
So is it in every case that you have had support so easily from a major person like Chanel, who is well established?
No, it's really hard in the music industry. I don't get a lot of support from persons who I really push out for before even doing music. Because before I started doing music, there was a lot of dancers. When they just switch over doing music, I was promoting them. And since I switched over starting doing music...
We are a Teatime show. So would you name some of the dancers that you would have helped?
Of course, I can. I helped Talop when she just started performing. When Beanie Man keep his big show in Clarendon, a ear-to-ear show, and she went and performed. She reached out to me in my Instagram DM and said she wanted me to start promoting for her. I said, no problem. Without paying, I did this from my heart, And then I started promoting for her. I always promote for Rainier 630, Dovey Magnum. I promoted for her a lot, and I got
you stressed. I mean, you call Tall Up name, you call Renee 630, and then you call Dovey Magnum with an emphasis.
Yes.
Did he call it with an emphasis?
Yes. That was strong.
Too strong about one.
No. Is it that there's okay? So let me carry back the tea timer. So these three, you said, did they help you back?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, I've done so much for Dovey, even when she just came back to Jamaica. And no, I haven't get that support back since I started doing music.
So, what are you telling tea timers? That what is your relationship? I had a relationship with Dovey, so I'm afraid. I don't want to be out here thinking that, boy, I used to work with somebody. But you keep stressing that Dovey, even though you have called Talop's name and Renee 630, is there something there's any gas you have in your belly? Me not know. It's something you need to...
A lot of gas. A lot.
You want to take a sip there, darling.
Take a sip for this.
Take a sip. And belch. Take your time and belch. What is it that Dovey has done to you?
All right. So this is not the first time we're kicking off. This is the second time, right?
So there's a kickoff. Remember, we don't know...
Yeah, there's a kickoff from the Chanel Muir song that I voiced.
Okay.
Because she was telling persons that she have so many songs and why I couldn't remix one of her song. And have a remix Chanel Muir song.
Okay, so from you did the Chanel Muir, you started to get some bad
energy from her.
Right.
And then we went back together. And since before she got dipped from America.
Jesus Christ. What you say?
Murder.
No, what you say?
And she act like she soon got back a friend. Murder. Still with them, must say clear country.
What you say?
Yes, she got dipped from America.
Dip?
Yeah.
Deportation, Michelle.
She cannot go back to America.
What can dip or
Dip.
Uncle Sam dip, man.
Dip.
Jesus. This big.
I put
And
her on the plane.
she can't cook a foreign last son. It's hard to cool it down.
Take time, drink.
It's a big thing.
But this is wild. Because
Yeah.
I was managing her for 3 months. and booking, and up to now, she hasn't told me this. I don't want to bring any wrong news. What facts do you have that she was deported?
I have a lot of facts. All right. So I can talk because I don't further anyone, right? So everything that's done in America, I was on the phone and everything. She was in an immigration, she had an immigration case, right? She had an immigration case where it wasn't sure if she was gonna get her papers or if they hold her again if she's gonna be out, and that could be damaging to her career, right? So she said to me that she's coming back to Jamaica. And I said, why? She said she spoke with her lawyer. Even when she was speaking with her lawyers, I was on the phone. And the lawyers told her that she had to come back to Jamaica because when she went and report and they maul her again, it don't be must she come out, right? And then same time her sister went and purchased her ticket to come back to Jamaica.
But that doesn't sound like she was deported. That sounds like she came here on her own free will.
It's a self-deportation.
Yeah, correct.
It's a self-deportation because once you wasn't straight in America and you mash up that visa and you come back to Jamaica when you have an immigration case, it's a self-deport because you've been in the country for so many years.
So it's not a lock-up business and taken to the...
Okay, so she went and did her body, right? After she went and did her body and stuff and she was coming back to the US, the immigration holder.
I saw that in the news.
Yeah.
That is in the news.
Yeah. So it's a self-deportation.
But that doesn't mean that she can't get her papers straight, because you have had people who have gotten deported prior. And remember, I have to be, you're telling a story and I have to ask questions. Right? So, you know, despite me and her not being eye to eye, I have to represent her in a way where Minifa asks you the questions to make sure what you're saying is 100%. Right? So is it a case, in your view, that she can now reapply and get back to America?
Well, the only way she can reapply, the only way she's going to be back in America is let her son file for her, because that's what the lawyer told her.
But that's possible?
Yeah, that's possible.
We wish her well, because we don't wish anybody any hold down.
Right.
But please continue with your story, because you said that you seem to have helped her a lot and you seem to be a little bit feel betrayed.
Yes, I am betrayed by her. All right. So since she was coming back down, right? I was the one who there for her on the phone with her back-to-back late night, sleepless night. When she up crying, I was the one who was there to motivate her. Not make she feel left out. She always crying and say her family not like her mother not like her.
That's true.
And I'm always the one there to push her. I even used to call her mommy. That's how the ratings was there until when she come back to Jamaica. I heard that we were cousins, right? And when she was coming back to Jamaica, the flight would like come in 7 a.m. in the morning, and I never sleep from the night before, because the flight was coming in from 7, so I had to be there before, you know? And I got a taxi driver and stuff, and I went there to pick her up.
You picked her up from the airport?
I picked her up from the airport. I have proof of everything, videos, everything.
You have the videos now?
Everything.
Play the video.
Yeah. Anyways, we went to a restaurant in the morning where she just came and stuff. And we got breakfast and stuff, right? She and her son and her boyfriend. Anyways, I moved from Cockburn Pen. I take my stuff from Cockburn Pen, right? And she was living in the hills. She had a house in the hills. And I went up there and stuff, and I was staying with her. And I don't know what happened. She brought some persons from Cockburn Pen, and they was getting into her head and stuff. And I felt the vibe, and I end up take my stuff and I leave. After leaving, there was a lot of bad energy. All right, she came and she celebrated with me my birthday in October. After she came and she celebrated my birthday with me, the following day, I saw some Instagram posts. I was in my deep sleep, and somebody overseas called me and said if I don't see Dovey shading me on Instagram. I was like, what? Shading me?
After celebrating your birthday?
After celebrating my birthday with me. Anyways, some Cash App mentioned, a lot of stuff mentioned. And from she mentioned Cash App, I know it was me. Because I did some transaction with her. Through Cash App, I have my proof.
Put up the, producer, put up the proof.
Yes, I did some transaction with her from all the gifts that I get from my fans overseas and on the social media. And she gave me her card and said, I must pull the money. And I pulled the money one something in the night. And I let you get back her card. I gave the taxi driver that I get, my personal taxi driver that was carrying us around. I gave him back the card and tell him to give her back, right? And stuff. Waking up the morning, seeing all those posts, did something to me.
Producer, find the post them. So, how, all right, everybody have experience with people that they have supported. I've heard your story, but tell me about your story now as it relates to you, where your career is and where you're going. Because from what I understand, you know, when you get fight in the industry, sometimes it means that your destiny, your flowers is about to come. So what have you learned from these experiences?
I've learned so much. I've learned so much from all these experiences. It's just to stay to myself and stay out of a lot of them reach and stuff, and continue to promote myself so I can reach out there more. But
tell our Teatimers where to find you and your music, because at the end of the day, remember, this is about you.
Right.
And all your experiences that you have experienced, whether bad or good, because remember, Chanel Muir was there for you.
That's
correct?
True. Correct.
And so in this world, you will find people who are there to push you, and there are people who are going to come after you in whether spiritually, physically, any way they can.
Right.
So has this helped you to develop who you are today as an artist?
It does. It does. It makes me stronger to continue pushing, to continue fighting. Yeah.
So tell our Teatimers, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram at KXNGCARDO. Same thing on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Yeah, King Cardo.
And what's the name of the new single that you have?
My new single that I have, it's called Hypocrite Friends.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
hold on.
Yeah, friends.
Wait.
For a long time.
Wait.
So nobody is over for just my
Hypocrite. No, hold on. Was this a shade to anybody?
All right, so since me and Dovey fall out, a song came out. I released my song first called Hypocrite Friends, and after she released a song called Betrayal. If you look on the two cover photos, you can see a mask on my own, because I was the first one to release my song. You can look at hers, you saw the mask on her own. She reached out to my graphic designer and let my graphic designer done this almost the same work on her cover photo of the song.
So you guys were throwing shades at each other?
I wasn't throwing shades. I had that song right from 2020, so I wasn't throwing any shades. It was just the right time to release the song. And it's a Grammy-nominated producer, Vice, and mix and master the song. Oh, the producer, Jar Records.
Jar Records.
Jar Records.
Big up Jar Records. Him have yes. Him have dementia just like me. Look, so.
And it's a collaboration. The song is a collaboration, and the artist that I put on the song, it's one of Chanel Muir Wrighton, and there's a lot. The song went number 49 on the Apple Reggae Music charts in Slovenia, and the artist that I put on the song did not grateful for that. There was a lot of shade while I took social media break, and when I came back, it was a lot. And then the friendship ends.
This is another person.
The same person that I gave the collaboration to.
Wow.
I will not call any name, but if you guys look on the song,
you will find out
the name. You guys will find out who I'm talking about.
Wow.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a lot of struggle in the music industry, period.
It is a lot. A lot. It is. It is. You don't get a lot of support from the persons who you support and stuff. But it's just a lot. And I just wanted to shout out to Gold Digger because she's the only one. She's a recording artist too, a dancehall artist. She's based in New York. Shout out to Gold Digger. She's like a sister to me. She motivates me.
Oh, big up Gold Digger.
Yeah. I love her so much. She always motivating me, even when the kickoff between me and Dovey, because she and Dovey was also a friend, and they had an altercation too going on. So she was always there for me, motivating me. I'm just grateful for her. She let me feel that love.
Auntie Shelly, have you on the show too, so may I show you love too?
Thanks, Auntie Shelly.
Yes.
I love you too.
Love you. Well, Teatimers, listen, this is a viral king. And trust me, when you get 24 million tweets, you know that he is a blessed individual who understands social marketing. And yes.
I even have on TikTok too. My TikTok is at 51.9K followers. And even on my TikTok account, I have 3 videos with Cardi B at millions of views. And one with Spice at 2.4 million views in one day. Each video that I post, those videos, make 1 million views in one day.
Well, this is our viral king in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Thank you for blessing us on Teatime.
No problem.
If you had one message for Dovey, and you look in the camera and like you see her, and you're face to face.
Dovey, you lost a real friend, a person who was true to you and who loved you. You lost a good friend.
That's it.
That's it.
Thank you for being on Teatime.
I just wanted to say shout out to Sukiana too.
Sukiana, big up Sukiana.
She followed me on Instagram,
yes,
and she take the time out to share one of my posts on her story to show me love.
Big up, I love Sukiana. Can we put Sukiana? Yes, big Sukiana. Yes, yeah. I love her.
Yeah, I love Sukiana.
Yes.
I entered her challenge on Instagram, me and Gold Digger. And I didn't win the challenge. I didn't get to be on the track. It's a track with a lot of different artists. I didn't get to be on the track, but I still got recognized from her. She still showed me love.
Love, that's important.
And yeah, she always liking my stuff. She always commenting. She share my stuff, and it just makes me feel happy that somebody that's well known, that's well popular, showing me love.
Yes, yes.
You know? Yeah, and shout out to Bardi Gang. You guys always been supporting me. Thanks for the support. I love you guys so much. Cardi B, I love you so much.
Big up Cardi B, the boss. Yes. Big up Cardi B.
Shout out to my hairstylist, Tony, and shout out to my sister, Kira.
Yes.
I love you guys so much.
Big up, son.
Love Daddy already, and we are saying anywhere we go, we say Cardo.
Jesus.
Cardo. One nation and never ball out.
Jesus.
Auntie Shelly, big up to you too. Thanks for having me. I look up to you. I love you so much.
Thank you so much for blessing us tonight.
No problem.
And Teatimers, wow. Him come with a whole entourage.
You know who I'm big up to?
Yeah.
Shout out to Coco, Kyla from TikTok. Big up yourself. Yeah.
The one that's strong.
Yeah, we're going to keep it moving. But, you know, why you want to big up Kyle? Why you want to big her up? Because she this Auntie Shelly white coach, Auntie Shelly had to go run and get brown
Really?
one.
I didn't know that.
Yes, she was dragging me on the internet.
I didn't see that.
Yes.
I didn't see that. But Kyla, she is a real friend to me. She never violate me in any form or way. She always supporting me, and I have a back to school treat coming up the 30th of this month, and she's a sponsor.
Auntie Shelly is going to forgive Kyla for classing up my white cheer them. All right, Kyla, you have King Cardo here saying you're a nice person. Me afraid her though, you know, me afraid her bad. But big up yourself for supporting him and being a sponsor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
We're gonna put up, you don't talk about your treat, so let us put up the poster and let our tea timers know, tell them in a few words where and tell them about this party.
All right, so this, I recently started my foundation, King Cardo Foundation, and this was my dream to give back to the kids and the elderly people out there, the homeless.
Where exactly?
This is actually, the treat is actually keeping in Cockburn Pen.
So it's supporting Cockburn Pen.
It's supporting Cockburn Pen.
Big up Cockburn Pen.
Yeah, so it's benefiting Cockburn Pen. So I will be giving back to the kids in Cockburn Pen.
So this is a treat.
Yeah, it's a treat
for the kids.
For the kids.
We're going to say Cockburn Pen with all due respect to the place. So big up for doing things for the kids.
Thank you.
And I wish you the best for your career.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, Auntie Shelly.
The hot tea. Like every day you want to listen, Shelly Curran every day, yeah?
So we started the episode with some very serious topics. And I know everybody loves to see Auntie Shelly making fun of people, or we're laughing at Valiant ugly suit here and there. But there's a time where we have to stop and see what is going on in the space of social media, which is taking over all of our lives, and really acknowledge some of the things that we are seeing in our everyday lives. It's not every day you will see Auntie Shelly getting very serious about topics like this that really speak about the disabled community, the mentally challenged community, people who are suffering from mental illness, which could stem from anxiety, depression, to bipolar. This is real. And it's getting even realer post-COVID, where the cases of depression has risen alarmingly. We are having many, many men in particular committing suicide worldwide, but right here in Jamaica. There are so many serious issues that has been happening in the media. Auntie Shelly found it fit that tonight we have someone who could at least address some of the mental illnesses and will against people suffering from any form of mental disability. And tonight we have Mr. Cleon Porter, who is the Foundation for the Disabled. He's actually a project manager. Welcome, Mr. Porter.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Well, what do you have to say tonight about people in Jamaica generally suffering from mental illness?
But what I have to say tonight for persons in Jamaica suffering mental issue, that there is help and there is hope, And we want to say to, as relates to the family members and friends, support these people because they're going to need the support. Family support is a thing that help persons who suffering from mental illness. Family support, friend support. And what if you see a friend or a family behaving in a way that is not usually, they never used to behave that way, and the sudden changes of that behavior, it tell you that that person is now going on the brink or is now exposed. Different issues surrounding. It can be a imbalance in the chemical imbalance in the brain. So give them the support and have forgiveness and try and get help for them because help is there for them. It can be even the church. The church have many counselors there for them.
Well, Mr. Porter, maybe you can be of help to me to kind of analyze it because I am very sympathetic towards that community at large. I have said it myself that I am someone that identifies as a mad person. I take medication for anxiety. I suffer from depression time and time. And with family and support and my own doctor, I manage it by getting sleep, taking my medication, and functioning. So I feel it. I want you to know that you're talking to somebody who absolutely sympathizes. But I'm having even an issue right now where a friend, I thought, seemingly is having a breakdown, but now I have become the target. And I have had to absolutely hold so much in because I am watching this person trying to destroy me, my show, my brand, my way of living, which is I'm not selling front, I'm selling here, you know, so it's an honorable business. And I'm watching this person attacking me in what seems to be a mental breakdown. It is hard to not attack back. How can you help me and other persons who might be subjected to this? Because it was a difficult week to knowing that I should sympathize, but still angry at the hurt that they're bringing to me. I don't know if you understand.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if you can bring clarity to even me, my Teatimers.
Yes.
How do we process this?
Yes. Well, to the first question, the first statement of a statement where you said you acknowledge that you have a mental condition going on, and you
That's why.
didn't hide it.
Sorry, that's why you can't sue me. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. On that note, by accepting your situation is a big part of the healing. And I'm saying to Jamaica, by accepting also you having having a mental breakdown, it's a big part by accepting, and that it's like the healing start from right there. And I want to applaud you on behalf of my team, Foundation for the Disabled, and my other team.
Thank you.
I want to applaud you, and not only you, but I want to applaud Andre Stevenson too. For for what? For acknowledging and coming publicly and tell the world that I have a situation and this is my experience. You know how much person that help? By coming out publicly and speak your truth, your experience, your history. It has helped a lot of people, and it helped a lot of people to come out who's been hiding, because there's a stigma, not only in Jamaica,
worldwide,
but worldwide. as relates to person with disability. And that, if you never know, you know now, that was part of the healing. And as it relates to even Valiant, when he sing that song, Mad Out, I want to applaud him also and his team for producing that song. I see him get a whole lot of backlash on it. Because that stigma, and before I even reach to, I'm going to come back to Valiant part, as relates to what we see with you and Andre Stephen, accepting all of these, the mental, accepting the mental breakdown situation. As I said, it helped many persons who are on the street. They don't have to hide anymore. And we are going to honor you too for doing that at the right time.
But you haven't addressed me being a part of the attacking.
No.
No, I know. But remember, I'm still going through a different type of healing where my phone, my text message, he was texting me 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock a morning, right on like I was the center of, well, the Jezebel, as he calls it, you know, the person. It was hard to be a part, to be the focus. What do you have for me to accept, to deal with people that are in this type of, I don't know what you'd call it. Is it a mania? Is it?
Right now, how you deal with the situation, this present situation, is very applaudable again.
Come on, I want class out him nastiness, but
no.
But the things that he has said, I am holding because
I want to tell you tonight.
It's hard though, may I tell you?
I want to tell you tonight, based upon how you deal with this situation, this Andre Stevens situation, I can tell you that if you're not healed, you're almost healed. Because of what you do and because of how it was right now, many persons around the world, because your show is a global show, are looking and waiting to see you do some serious attacking. And right now, everybody shame. You understand me? Everybody shame because you changed that. And you know what I'm going to do for you? You are going to get yourself a lot of contracts because of how you did it. You're going to be the model for that community. And the Ministry of Health, I want to say no. The Ministry of Health and Mr. Tufton, based upon this situation on how Auntie Shelly deal with this situation, you need to look into put her and give her some contract and bring her around to the schools, the churches, where these young people, because they look up to her and respect her. And she accept and identify her condition. And she has proven how to deal with a situation if a friend or family, she come under an attack, how she deal with it. And she, because remember the ministry said, end the stigma. And the ministry even bringing it in around the school and these students are suffering. And so right now we have to use up these persons, these celebrities that are in Jamaica to go and assist the community. And even Andre Stevens. You understand? But
Well, Mr. Tough John, my friend Tufton, I hope that you give Auntie Shelly the contract for the, at least you know that it's a real person doing this.
But to continue on that, and persons in Jamaica, you may be taking this thing for a joke or gimmicks, but you need to understand that if you have a friend or family, and as I spoke earlier on the sudden changes of the emotion, you know that person, you and them good. And from you and them good, today you sit down, we talk and we drink. And then tomorrow there's a sudden change in your emotion and your behavior. And starting to say things or do things that you're not supposed to say. that is a clear sign that person is having an episode of some mental disorder. And you have to seek help for them. And because, Auntie Shelly, you, as I said, we all agree earlier that Andre Stephen acknowledged that he has his mental issues also. You hold back. Maybe if you never know of that, if somebody else, you would have gone hard,
Very.
But because, and that is love. That is love. When you didn't strike back as all persons are expecting.
I struck back at first. On the first day. Not hard. But struck back where I didn't realize what was happening. So by the second day, I picked up that something was not. On the third day, it was clear. So I totally withdrew. As I said, it still was painful for me.
Very good, because as a human being, we struggle with the different types of emotion to react. If we must react, take the this or don't take the this. And that is a struggle within, and that is the reason why Jamaica have so much crime and violence. And because these young youth don't know how to control the emotion within them. So as a man say, tell them about their mother, them say, oh, me not take that.
Yes.
And when you are not able as an adult to effectively think about all the situation and said, yes, the person tell me about mother, but them never physically lick me or harm me. That's just an emotion. So just put it aside, man, because you might go and either kill that person or harm that person, and it'll go constantly, and maybe end up your family get drawn in and a lot of person die. So when you are able as an adult to make that decision and do your balance and decide, say, you will take the right approach as a well-thinking human being to take, that show that your mental well-being is up and in par.
Well, amen for that.
You understand me? So you, in the first instance, as I said, you make a little reaction, because that was unnatural. Because if I sit right here now, and somebody hit me in my head, natural human, I don't think about it, I'm going to look back.
Yes.
But after looking back, you realize what is happening. You calm down and you don't pay attention to the hit. So that is what happened to you.
Yes.
When you strike at that time.
Yes.
But
the damage has been done.
Which damage?
There is a damage with the relationship that I have made a statement that even though I am wishing nothing but healing for him to get back on his throne, which he had the #1 talk show. I don't have a bad mind in my spirit. So I wish for him to do the good work I saw him doing. But I want nothing to do with him once he's back up.
But you forgive him though?
Yeah, I can't not forgive him. I don't believe he's in his right mind. But I do believe some of the things that has come to the forefront, and Teatime is on the attack. I believe that he has a little bit of bad mind in him.
Well, hear what, Shelly? You see, forgiveness is first part of the healing process. And you said you forgive him. But you can forgive somebody, but doesn't mean that you and them are go close back again like that.
Yes.
I can love you from afar.
That is it.
So nothing wrong with that.
Yes,
Because
so I wish him well.
Yes. So
and I wish him to be all the congrats to on your 1 year and the 70-odd thousand, Auntie Shelly. Wish you all the best. But it ends here though, as it relates to a future friendship.
no one can destroy anyone. It's you alone can destroy yourself.
Correct.
Don't forget this, I'm going to tell you. No one can bring down this show. No one. Unless it's you alone can bring down your show. No one. And it goes around the board for anybody that is doing anything
Yes.
in their business, even for Andre's show. is him alone can destroy his own show.
Yes, and
So,
and the
across the
viewers,
board.
his own viewers were saying this to him on his last episode, that he was destroying his brand. So that was painful to see as well. I want to touch, because I don't want it, this is not about Andre, this is about Teatime, and this is about helping other people as well. You said you respected Valiant for the song Mad Out. I love that song.
Oh my man.
Yes, I love that song. And tell me why you, because Valiant thinks me there for drag him down, you know. But no, we're just there for talk what we know and stuff. So if there's good news, there's good news. If there's bad news, we have to bring the news just like a journalist.
Yes.
So you said the song Mad Out. What do you think it's doing for the community of the disabled?
Let me say it again. I'm talking at the camera. Jamaica and worldwide, what we are Jamaican about, has been struggling with the stigma, person with mental illness. And for Valiant to do that song, Mad Out, you find that, you know what is that stigma? Everyone now want to identify themselves
With a mad
with
person.
a mad person, and even want to be a mad person.
True.
And I'm going to come under a lot of fire for this, but I don't care. Because I know what I'm saying. I'm in this field long time. And when you can see all of Jamaica singing in a stadium and everywhere and say, I'm mad out. You know what that do? When you passing now the madman on the street, people now envying the madman.
I tend to agree.
You understand me?
I tend to agree with
just
you.
as how I said to
Teatime boss.
And the Ministry of Health and Christopher Tufton, they need to give Valiant a contract to go to the school and see where the Ministry of Health doing a good thing as relates to the mental health bench and that they're going around different school and putting in. Ensure that you get Valiant also a contract to go around, because he break the stigma and it is very good. And it's not that only the Mad Out song. He also sing a song about dunce. Have you any time think about what the real history, the word dunce come from? Let me tell you, you need to Google it. You ever heard about John Duns Scotus? Let me tell you, that man was a philosopher.
I don't think
priest.
I don't think dunce. I don't know what is in Valiant's head, and I don't think I want to put it in there. But I don't think the dunce that he was referring to in this particular case is the philosopher. I believe he was talking about the dunce that is the back of the class that did not keep up with schoolwork.
Yes. And you know what, that also break the stigma.
Because you have to break it down.
Yes.
So you are saying that the person who is at the back of the class, we are praising.
Normally, in most school, you have different levels of grades.
Yes.
You have the very low grade, the middle, and the very high. And you see those who are at the very low grade, nobody from the top in the school want to associate with them or want to deal with them. So you see from because they're not intelligent as all they persons may say it. So you see from that song sing, you find that it merging now, everyone living together.
I'm going to disagree, but we're going to disagree because I think it glorifies, and so you may have people trying to become dunce, even if that wasn't their full potential. But then we don't have to agree.
Yes, yes.
We don't have to agree on everything, but I will agree with you on the Mad Out song. I think it breaks a lot of stigma.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if that was his intention, but it did break stigma for the mad people, so we'll give that.
Yes,
there's a lot of things happening in Jamaica right now, which is somehow related to mental illness.
Yes.
Are you familiar with the TikToker Brittany Goff? Did you see what happened to Brittany Goff?
I see what happened to her. It's just recently I started. It's just recently, like a matter of few days. I started to see some clipping with her.
Do you have any opinion on what happened to her? Because I was a bit lost for words earlier. Because I saw not domestic violence against women in the video. I saw her acting out. I saw her being aggressive as well. And I saw a man that did not know how to deal with a particular situation. I don't know, but it's very hard. If we really look at this, I needed more clarity than to make any statements on what. What did you see in this video?
I heard that she was drunk. If it is so that she was drunk, she was going through a short period of an alcohol use disorder, which is a mental condition. And people in Jamaica, we need to look out for each other. When you see someone drunk, you have to understand what is going on and try to take them away, help them that they don't hurt themselves
or somebody else.
Help somebody else.
Which is what I saw.
So,
but I didn't want to diagnose her because it could be that she also have a mental issue, and then on top of the alcohol, which sometimes enhances, behaviors. I'm not sure. So I wasn't sure, but clearly there was some intoxication.
Yes.
We can clearly say that she was intoxicated. So
yeah,
you
man.
say
so
that is a
alcohol use disorder.
So that is considered a mental
condition.
So what do you think about how the selector play the video just to the part where how the selector have dealt with her? Please, it's important that my viewers understand, because we're not here to promote violence. We are here for people to have more understanding of people in situations that may be alcohol-induced, mental inducement, but there is another way we can protect them, and we should protect them, once they're not in their full mind.
Yes,
right.
Because even how the gentleman react to it, it wasn't good. It wasn't good, but as we said earlier, many persons have different types of mental conditions suffering with, and you don't know. So as a little thing happen, it trigger it off. So we can't even kill him, but we just have to find him and assess him and let him know that try and deal with things in a different situation. Because I said, when you're having a difficult situation, you're able to rationally sort it out and make the right decision that show you that you are in the proper mental condition going on right there. So,
interesting.
Yeah, so he right there is a emotional disorder is displaying right there with him, because he doesn't know how to control his emotions. And it's a serious situation. And on that note, according to the World Health Organization, 1 in every 8 person in the world suffer with a mental condition. So you know what that means?
It means a lot of us are suffering, even in silence, or not even knowing that they have a mental issue.
And when you just start your show, you made some point that I wanted to make. And you were talking about what happened in COVID. And I don't know where you get that information, but you seem like you're studying, because since COVID, there's been a sudden surge in the amount of person with mental condition. And guess what happened? And I want to tell the ministry, use this medium to tell the Ministry of Health and the ministry and Mr. Tufton, especially for St. Catherine. You see, St. Catherine, it's only 2 mental health practitioners there. It's only, there is a restraining device. Only 5 is at St. Catherine. And St. Catherine breaking up in 4 zones. So therefore, 1 restraining device for each zone and 1 remain in the unit, the mental health unit bus. It is woefully lacking. It needed more, they need more persons and they need more support because St. Catherine, I think, is of the highest number of persons suffering with mental condition.
You mean, you're saying that the labor rights that is bragging about all of the things that they're doing, you're telling me that there's 2 practitioners in St. Catherine?
In St. Catherine.
The huge St. Catherine?
Yes, and it needed more. They're under pressure. They're under pressure. And yes, they're under serious pressure. They need help. And the amount of restraining devices, as I said, it is woefully lacking and there is only 1 bus to the mobile unit that's supposed to assist the police and the community when persons in the community are having some episode of a mental breakdown.
1 bus.
1 bus. And some of the time
How
the
many
bus
cars
don't have
does the Prime Minister have when he's traveling?
The wrong person, you're asking that question.
Anybody know how much cars Andrew travel with?
Yeah, many.
Many much house.
And we have 1 bus.
1 bus to serve the whole St. Catherine. It cannot work. So it needs to fix.
Jesus.
If you're serious about assisting the mental health community, you got to invest in it.
Yes.
Invest in it. It's needed because of that lack of mobile unit, you find that the police who are not trained to deal with those type of situations has to be the one now to deal. And the one thing the police trained to do are a few things.
To kill.
You understand? No, not to kill, but to bring peace and calm to the community.
Now, which
everywhere.
police bring in peace and calm to community? Which Jamaica you there? Imagination, because what is happening, and I love my police officers, I love them to death, and I don't blame them, because they are not trained to deal with mad people who are acting out with...
They're not trained.
They're not trained. So when I am watching in the news to see somebody with a mental disability or breakdown with a machete, they are not trained to control that situation. So again, we're not taking it serious where people are trained, and it is sad to see that those people caught up in that mental break are normally dead.
Exactly.
You agree?
Or suffer serious harm.
Or suffer serious harm because they don't know how to restrain them, or they don't have what you call those guns that is not it's pellets. So
they don't use that in Jamaica.
Well, what Horace Changa do with all he would need all of this. We need it in Jamaica because we have very high cases of quote unquote mad people.
Very good. So the Ministry of Health and Mr. Tufton need to provide some special training for the police officers in Jamaica so that they can better able to assist the mental health unit.
Correct.
It is needed.
Correct.
ASAP.
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 Yeah.
Well, is there anything else in the trending world that you see that you'd like to address? Because Teatime is here.
You know, one of the things I see in the trending world I want to address with the entertainers, especially a recent situation where Kraft and Tony Mataran in this verbal issue. I would like to say to Tony Mataran, be careful, control your emotion.
You have to explain what Tony Mataran did, if my viewers don't know. So they were in a back and forth on the internet And Tony
Yes.
Mataran in response said,
Yes, because based upon what I said, Tony Mataran would have said something and Kraft said back something and said about somebody should mother, but apparently Kraft didn't call any name. You understand? But Tony Mataran is telling him that if him say fair. You understand?
if him say fair,
If
what?
him say fair.
Yeah, what
He
going?
didn't say what is going to happen, you know. But you have to be careful, especially as a license firearm holder. It can be used against you. You have to learn to control your emotion. Just as we talk about when you're as an adult, when you're able to, when you
Do
come under
you
a
have
situation.
any evidence that he said if you say fair, and what is if you say fair? Because I can say if I say fair. If you say fair, what that mean?
So
Me I go action?
not only saying fair, but
What is fair?
we know that in Jamaica, what is fair?
What is a fair?
Yeah.
Me don't want it look like Tony Mataran if I don't hear evidence of him giving a direct threat to Kraft. Because if you say fair, can be interpreted
Yes. And not
in
only
different ways. So I'm disagreeing with you, you know. I'm disagreeing with you that I don't believe that's a strong enough argument.
I wasn't going into it, all of the things that he said.
Oh, but he said
He said a lot of things on his live or whatever medium he said, and he has to be careful because it can use against him. Because guess what happened? Sometimes another person have enemy, you know, and because you go say something, they use that time to hurt that person, you know.
So
you have to be
how does that
careful.
relate to mental any capacity, or is it just a general warning for people with licensed firearms? Do you see anything to do with mental?
Remember recently, especially since the start of the year, many persons with licensed firearm, you find that because they cannot deal with their situation at home or outside of their home, they either kill their spouse and end up kill themselves.
No, hold on a second, guys. Put the camera on. Put the camera. You said something, and you brought on a very good point, and maybe this is a good time to bring up Heather Asphalt from Digicel, who was murdered by her husband, a licensed firearm holder, and he killed himself. Heather worked with me for many years at Digicel, and I wanted to just send out my condolences to her family, her child, and by extension, everyone who loved this woman. And you just said it. And this is where we're putting certain responsibility when you have a firearm to hold your composure. And I guess this is where you're linking that when you cannot hold your composure, it shows.
It's have a behavioral disorder, which is a mental condition. I also have an emotional disorder, which is
Tony
a mental
Mataran
condition.
is called mentally ill, isn't he? No, but isn't his name mentally ill? Tony Mental.
Well, I don't know of that.
No, I think his name is so the licensed firearm person would have given somebody whose stage name is what? Tony Mental. What would that imply to you?
Well, a name is just
a name,
you know. So we can bash
the name.
Because person called Bounty Killer. Maybe Bounty might be never kill anybody in his life, but him name Bounty Killer. No, don't laugh.
The student is erupting.
No, don't laugh.
No, please put this as a clip.
No.
Yes.
No.
But
We know that
the name.
he would have killed person on stage, not like that, but DJ, lyrically, kill them lyrically on stage.
Right.
But in real life, a person lose them life. We don't have that history or evidence. But him name Bounty Killer. would want to bring down somebody
The
that
Bounty
may-
Killer has gotten my studio audience that they're going to find a kick out of that one. Yes, but we got
Yes.
your point.
Yeah, so they have to be careful.
You listen.
And control.
I am enjoying this program. Everybody enjoy the program.
Yes.
It is not your typical bagger, even though he bring a little bagger in the bagger, but it is very informative to what is happening. And Auntie Shelly holds many hats. Auntie Shelly is the queen of mix-up. Auntie Shelly is the Barbara Walters of Jamaica. And that is a fact that when it's time to put your voice or voice to be heard so we can have better understanding to what is happening and compassion to what is happening, I think this is a very important episode.
Yes.
And I want to thank you for
Yes.
coming on and sharing. That Bounty Killer may have not killed nobody before because it was a laugh. But on a serious note, that is Auntie Shelly being Auntie Shelly for really standing up for people who suffer from mental illness and for people who don't understand to try to have understanding for them. I have had to really go deep within to find understanding. And it is not an easy road.
That's healing.
It's healing.
That's healing.
I'm glad I'm being healed.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to thank you for coming. Teatimers, mental illness, any violence against women. Auntie Shelly is not a part of it when it comes on to bashing people who may be suffering from this disorder. We need to protect each other and have compassion. Would you like to tell the people where they can find help right now? Any message to our tea timers before we sign out?
Yes. Where you can find help, try and find it at the closest possible place. Church is one of the greatest places to go. Find a clinic near you, or if a hospital near you. Normally, they have a team that deals with mental health situation, mental health condition. So you start at that basic and find somebody who you look up to, normally encourage you, don't bring you down. Find that person and speak with them. And the Ministry of Health have a telephone line that you can call. You know, it's sometimes to call it, sometimes it's really hard to get through on it. And the Ministry of Health need to improve on that line there. But you can try it. But find the nearest person who you think you respect, identify that person, and share your thoughts with them. And I must tell you, Auntie Shelly, because of this approach that you take with this show, and for those who did want to see you come and say some things that not supposed to be said, they are ashamed today, and it had a big more value, because your show was always valuable. Because if it never valuable, you wouldn't get the numbers. But it had more value to your show. And you can look out for contracts. You can look out for a whole lot of contracts.
Here, my manager, look out for a whole heap of contracts.
Yes, and sponsors.
Well,
Continue on this part. I'm going to tell you that you're going to get more attack like these and worse. But remember that is how you deal with it going to determine your future.
thank you very much. So you say I'm on the right path.
You're on the right path. Don't slip aside. And I want to tell, not only she I want to talk to, but I want to talk to the team and our managers. If you see her going from the path, call her one side and not just say, remember, this is how I can remember the brand. Remember, if you love her, call her one side and listen to them.
I have to big up my manager.
Yeah.
Not Change Entertainment because, yes, not change. I also have to big up my significant other, will not call any names, because when I was about to, or I felt attacked, they came on the phone and called me and said, listen to me, where you're going, you have to, don't let the devil is a liar, because you have two voices, you know. You have one voice when you have reason, and you have one that says, this is how you should. And you really have to be strong in to know what is right. And I want to thank publicly to them for being my support system to ensure that I stayed calm and collective. And big up my friend Trisha Narsingh for carrying me through to say, listen, Shelly, you're doing the right thing. It was a mess because with me and him together, it was a powerhouse. And it seemed like it was. Do the thing there, please, with the sprinkles, the dust. But again, we have to pick up from.
A part of life.
It's a part of life.
How you deal with it.
Yes.
Determine who you be and how far you go in life.
Well,
that is the key.
Thank you for it. Guys, I want you guys to give Cleon Porter a big round of applause. Because this is a very important episode as it relates to mental health. It affects all of us. And some of us, we think that it will never affect us. It may happen to you later in life.
Yes.
Some of us, it happens right through our life. Some people get one dose. Some people have to live with it for the rest. But it will touch you. If it don't touch you, it's bound to touch somebody that you love. So pay attention, spread love, and spread compassion. Auntie Shelly is saying good night. Thank you for being with us. Thank you.
Right. The hot tea. Make every day you want to listen. Shelly Curran every day, yeah?